this week's Goddess Energy Forecast, where each week we share with you divine guidance on where you need to place your attention, your focus, your energy, and also bring through frequencies to help you heal, to inspire you, to empower you, and to uplift you. Here's your host, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu, with this week's Goddess Energy Forecast.
Hello, hello, beloveds. Hello. Welcome to a new week. Last week I had to take a break, which was so needed. The more I talk to people about this, the more I realized that a lot of people felt that same energy of just taking it easy. And it makes a lot of sense because all the energies that are happening this week, like we needed to break and rest and get ready for this week. So first of all, happy spring. What is it? Spring equinox. Oh my gosh. Spring solstice, no, right? It is springtime, but it's also, it's also the new moon this week, the new moon in Aries. There's a lot of powerful energies of new beginnings. And, I love the fact that, from January up until now, we've had several opportunities of new beginnings. If you remember, there's been a lot of new stuff, like new points where we got to receive that rebirth energy. But this week, when I talk about the new year doesn't start in January, it really starts like February ending going into March. This is the time that I'm talking about. This is the true new year. And you can feel it in your body. You can feel it around you. Nature is waking up, right? And as nature is waking up, we are waking up too. The fire within us is waking up. And the cool thing about it is that the new moon in Aries being the first in the zodiac, right? It's fire, right? It's like the fire has woken up within us and is beginning to spread. Like in my Elevated Empath membership group, I walked them through a light body activation, and it was that same, like that's the sun at the center of their being, got bigger and bigger and just engulfed all of them, right? So really tune in this week to that inner fire beginning to build up. It also it connects me to my goddess mentor for this year, who's Bridget. And Bridget really brings in that inner hearth, that inner fire. And I feel like, my inner hearth has been activated to the next level. Like I feel it. I woke up today at 4:30 and I was so inspired and writing content and just planning, like I was just on fire. And I was like, oh, it has begun. I've been feeling this build up to this point, and it's like we are awakening. I'm seeing all of us get up from emerge from the earth, and we're stretching our arms. And of course, this week is just the beginning of that energy, but it's more potent this week because of Aries, being Aries season, new moon in Aries, the spring equinox, and of course, there's other planetary things in place as well. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited I can talk. And part of that is that we have Pluto changing signs. Pluto, these are big planets that don't change signs for about 200 years, right? And Pluto's one of them. And Pluto's about to move from Capricorn to Aquarius. So we're moving from, it's like we've been in Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto's all about rebirth, transformation, death and rebirth, right? And we've been in this energy for about 200 and something years. And we're about to switch energies from focusing on, where transformation needs to occur when it comes to the government and, people in powerful places, everything that we've been seeing come to light. And we might actually see that happening more intensely this week, right? Before things change, before the signs change. And now now we're moving to Aquarius, which has to do with our relationship with others. Community is really bringing the transformation and the death and rebirth in terms of humanity. Is impacting humanity instead of, like outside, that the structures that support humanity. Does that make sense? So I'm really excited to see how this is going to transform your friendships, your groups, your community, and also in general. I'm already seeing how communities are changing, right? So it's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. Of course, there's going to be changes that need to happen. And I'm really excited to see that. So this week is potent, and I want you, if there's anything I want to impart onto you or invite you to do this week, is that I want you to take some time to focus on your inner light. Your inner sun, which is at the center of your being in your solar plexus or in your stomach, like focus on it. Go into meditation, pull your consciousness into your center and check out your inner sun. How bright is it? Is it dull? Is it just like a small light or a small flame, right? And what do you need to do to fortify that flame? This is something that's going to be not just spiritually, right? It's going to be also physically, mentally, and emotionally. What do you need to do to fortify your flame? And I'll say one of the easy ways to do this is to connect to nature. It's as simple as that. So connecting your root to the divine mother, connecting earth to earth, going outside, stepping outside on the grass with your feet and feeling the upsurge of energy that is coming from beneath your feet, from the land, from the earth. Sink into that. We naturally are supposed to flow with that energy, right? So just stepping outside, just stepping in nature, putting your feet on the ground is going to tune you and sink you to that flow, which is where we want to operate. But if if you're feeling that fieriness, that go time, like, yes, let's do this, right? That's the energy that we're in. But remember, and that's the other thing, Mars is moving into, what is Mars moving into? Is a Virgo. It's moving into an earth. Is it moving into an earth sign? I'll have to verify that real quick. Where did I put it? Is moving into a sign that allows us to not just charge and just bulldoze things in front of us, but it allows us to charge or move forward in a way that is inspired and planned, not planned, but it's inspired action. There you go. It's you're moving forward towards the things that move you, the things that ignite you. You're moving forward with intention, with goals, right? So this is why, hopefully from January till now, hopefully you've been working with that internal world, getting to know what it is that you want to experience this year, writing it down. If you haven't, that's okay. Spring is a great time to do this. You can start this now and you will have the clarity to do that, right? Because now as you're moving forward, you're I have my goals. I know exactly what I'm working on. I know what experiences I'm calling in. And, that fire is going to help me move mountains so I can make it happen. Right? It is such a beautiful, beautiful week this week. And on the other side, it might also feel overwhelming if you're not ready to receive that such intense fire. If you haven't done the prep work, right? If you haven't really fortified yourself, if you haven't received the rest that you needed to take, during the winter time, if you haven't nourished your body, your mind, your heart, right? It's bringing in that much fire might feel a bit much for you. When that happens, connect to your roots and then ask your body what it needs. Ask your heart what it needs. What do you need to nourish yourself so that you'll be able to receive that light, that fire that you need to move you, the passion that you need to move you forward powerfully? I took my little one to get his acupuncture, and our practitioner was saying, because we were telling her about how he just bounces off everywhere. And she talked about when he's hungry, there's no earth to tame the fire or to balance the fire. So the fire is just like burning everywhere. And so he's just like, like just going everywhere, right? But when he eats, it helps him anchor the fire. So the fire has purpose now, right? So when you receive the fire, do you have your anchor? If you don't, you're just going to be burning away, whether you're burning yourself or you're just burning everything in your path, right? You need to find your anchor in this. And that's what I'm happy that Mars is going into a sign that allows us to still slow down and not just rush. Right? It's like we enter Aries season, this fiery season, and immediately the universe is like, let me just slow it down enough so that you are moving intentionally, so that you're taking the steps consciously, right? So if you're someone who would like to dive into your own mystery or really understanding what is it that you want to experience this year, my Goddess Unleashed program is now open. The doors are now open. If you're a woman, a heart-centered woman who's ready to really get to know themselves and dive into your own inner mystery and understanding the magic and also the magic and the energies that are constantly co-creating with you and create the life that you're here to live, really shift your life, then this program is for you. Make sure you find the link below and come join us. We would love to have you in there. If you're ready for transformation, this is for you. It's very interesting. Now that I talk about this with a nourishment piece, the deck that I'm using is the Sacred Mothers and Goddesses, right? So we're bringing in the Sacred Mothers and Goddesses are coming in to help us make sure that we have the anchor, the nourishment, that we are good to go, right? I'm so excited that at first I was like, okay, it's the mothers and the goddesses. But now as I talk about this and connecting it to why this deck called me, it's like, oh, yes, we need that anchor to anchor the fire. Otherwise, it's just going to be a wildfire everywhere. Nobody likes wildfires, right? Contain your fire, give it a purpose, give it a goal, give it something to burn for, right? Give it a direction to move, right? That's the point here. So let's go ahead and close our eyes and let's see what messages come through this week. So close your eyes, breathe into your body, breathe into your heart. Go ahead and call in your higher self into your heart if you haven't yet. Bringing your awareness into your heart. So go ahead and envision that pillar of light moving up from the top of your head, going all the way up, and let it anchor into the heart of the Divine Father above, of Source, of God consciousness, of Divine. And open up your channel, begin to receive that light from the Divine Father into your heart. And let it continue down your body. Let it go all the way down, out through your feet, creating these powerful roots of light. And allow the roots of light to enter into the earth, go moving through all the layers of the earth until it reaches the center of the earth. And there, let it plug into the heart of the Divine Mother. And again, open up your roots, open up your channel, and begin to receive the divine nectar from the Divine Mother. Bring it into your body, bring it up through your legs, through your stomach, into your heart. Let it anchor, and then let it continue out. Let it continue up and let it come out from the top of your head, spewing all around you, moving into all the layers of your body. So the mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body. And now bring your awareness back into your heart and see the flame from the Divine Father above in your hearts, from the Divine Mother below in your hearts, and from your own divinity, which is your own higher self. And see all three flame come together, creating a powerful ball of light. And see or sense this ball of light explode and create this crystalline bubble of light all around you, bigger than the room that you're in. And I want you to breathe into this space from the center. Breathe into the spaciousness where you're connected to above, below, and your own center, balanced and connected, aligned and in flow. And from this place, go ahead and ask, which of these messages is for me this week? 1, 2, or 3. And once you have received your number or numbers, taking a deep breath in and open your eyes, ready to receive. All right, shall we? So if you received 1, the beautiful goddess that you're working with is Solace Nirvana. Minerva. Oh my gosh. Solace Minerva. Hopefully you can see. It's a bit blurry. There you go. Solace Minerva. And this card says justice and healing. So let's see what message it has in store for you. Solace Minerva is the Celtic and Roman sun goddess associated with the city of Bath, known in Roman times as Aquae Solis, which means solace or waters. She is a powerful goddess of truth, fairness, and justice. Cursed tablets with petitions for justice were placed in her temple, calling for punishment against wrongdoers until they corrected their ways. Her dress is the milky greenish gray of the water of the springs, and her hair is the bright orange of the deposits left behind by the mineral-rich healing waters of the hot springs. Solace Minerva's power manifests through water to help with healing, relaxation, and calming the body and spirit. So here's her message for you. Justice and fairness are available to help you with the imbalance of energy brought about by old wounds. Be mindful of how you move around in the world, as karma will work on your behalf. Seek the best outcomes and highest good for all involved. Do not remain silent. Speak up with sincerity for yourself and for those who do not have a voice. Focus on taking care of your well-being, both emotionally and physically. You have the power and ability to heal yourself and others. And it begins with the choices you make, starting now. Commit to the changes you need to make to live a life which brings you ease and joy. So call on Solace Minerva when you need healing, when you have been wronged. Call on her for fulfillment of wishes, especially for justice against wrongdoing, for courage to speak your truth, and to help in healing of others, in the healing of others. And here are some activities or rituals that you can do to really anchor in her energy or call her in. So commit to releasing wrongs and injustices to bring feelings of peace and well-being. Raise your energy. So these are stuff you can do this week. Raise your energy levels by meditating on gratitude and magnifying your love force. Breathe slowly in and out to help bring you calm and to reconnect you with your body's ability to heal. Make time to relax, as it is vital to your health. Gift yourself and Solace Minerva a sacred bath or shower with essential oils, salts, and herbs. Follow these, the message that you've received and the astrological signs of the moon, numerology, or whatever resonates to build a water ritual into your monthly routine. And here's a suggested exercise that you can do. While you prepare your ingredients, so take a sacred bath or shower. And while you prepare your ingredients, play music that inspires you and light candles and incense to set the mood for sacred ritual. Exfoliate your skin with dry skin brush using gentle circular motions and from the feet up to the heart. If showering, cleanse your body with a mild soap and use a small spray bottle to diffuse essential oil as you shower. If you are having a bath, fill the tub with water and add your choice of sea or Himalayan salt, milk, rose petals, lavender, or other herbs, flowers, and essential oils. Afterwards, put lotion or essential oils diluted in coconut oil all over your body, and use oil specific to your healing needs. So for example, chamomile for an upset stomach, eucalyptus for respiratory issues, lavender for anxiety, and so on. And here's some questions that you can contemplate on. What will heal? What will help me heal? What will help me heal? Where is my strength? And what action must I take? What will help me heal? Where is my strength? And what action must I take? Card number 1, you are working with Solace Minerva. Let's see here if we can, there we go. Solace Minerva, justice and healing. Beautiful. If you received 2, you are working with Huyen. And this card says ancestors and past lives. Huyen. There you go. Such a beautiful card. Let's see what this card says. So first, a little bit about Huyen, who she is. So she is the moon goddess of the Mapuche people of Chile and Argentina. She represents the 3 faces of the moon. Huyen Ulcha, the new moon, Huyen Nuke, the full moon, and Huyen Kushe, the crone moon. Huyen controls all the lakes and oceans of earth. She's the wife of Antu, the sun god. He struck her once, so she stayed out of his reach and well until she is healed. They still love one another, so he never tires of his pursuits to win her back. They gifted one of their daughters to earth and to man. She became the first woman and mother to all. The shamans of the Mapuche are females called Machi. They lead all ceremonies and rituals and are the doulas and healers for the tribe. Each Machi owns a ceremonial drum called the kutran that she uses to call forth the spirits of the ancestors. The drums are sacred and painted with the cardinal directions in red to represent the bloodshed for the land, along with symbols of the moon, sun, and stars. Magical items are placed inside the drum as suggested by Huyen. These can be crystals, teeth, and other sacred and secret items known only to the Machi. So here is Huyen's message to you this week. Know that you are supported by those who have come before you. There are hidden messages available for the Axon. There are stories and vibrations held in your cellular memory, which can work for or against you in the current life. There are issues, habits, and thoughts hindering you on your life path. Some behaviors and belief systems passed down may no longer serve you or those who will come after. It is time to break those ties and cut those etheric cords. Look for answers from your ancestors. Seek the knowledge of elders in your community. Remember that when you stop evolving, your ancestors stop too. It is like a current, either changing or stagnating. When you take steps to further your spiritual growth, your cellular memory and your ancestors will also move forward into spiritual enlightenment and evolution. So call on Huyen this week when you want to get in touch with your ancestors to heal those things passed down through generations that continue to affect you. Call on Huyen to work with Akashic records and past life regressions. And here are some activities and rituals that you can do this week. Let go of memories and resentments you may still be holding onto. This will help to advance your spiritual path and to transcend limitations. Forgiveness is something you do for yourself. It does not mean that a broken or toxic relationship needs to continue. In fact, for it to truly end, you must release that person and situation. Release karma and other energies that get in the way of peace and harmony with yourself and the world. Invoke Kuyin when you work with rituals to cut ancestral and karmic ties that no longer serve you. Take up drumming to open the passage to the ethers for clearer communication with the spirit realm. Striking the drum calls forth the powers of the animal kingdom, and the thunder of the skies and the rumbling of the earth bring forth a state of trance that invites and invokes healing and prophecy. Pay attention to and take advantage of the cycles of the moon for use in energetic work with visions, dreams, prayers, and intentions. The moon is the mother of the water spirit and all that is feminine, including the energy of dreams. Meditate on the moon and imagine her light coming down from the center, closer and closer until she encircles you with her bright light of strength and grace. And these are questions you can contemplate on this week. What message does the past have for me? What message does the past have for me? And what message do my ancestors have for me this week? What do I need to focus on right now? And what or who will support me in this situation? Taking a deep breath in and out. Card number 2, Kuyin. You are doing some ancestral work this week. Ancestral and past life work. It's beautiful. I want to share some of the herbs and oils that you can use. So you can use sandalwood, frankincense, myrrh, vetiver, orange, and cinnamon bark. And again, some of the herbs that you can use is cinnamon bark, chamomile, morchella mushrooms, let's see here, bay leaves. All of those will help with this week working in the energy or working with Kuyin. And some stones and crystals you can use: rose quartz, lapis lazuli, celestite, pearls, black tourmaline, chrysocolla, amethyst, and petrified wood. Right, beautiful. All right, taking a deep breath in, let's move into the third one. All right, so if you receive 3, you are working with the priestess of the triple moon this week. Let's see what this card says. You are ageless and timeless, a spirit in human form. You are the crescent, full, and waxen moon. Mother, maiden, and crone energy unlock mysteries and fuel manifestations. You are in the perpetual motion, and yet you are a constant force of divine energy. Be open to learning from the 3 aspects of this priestess, mother, maiden, crone, as you expand and evolve. You are protected, living a human experience on earth, separate from the ethers in many ways, yet perpetually connected. Your essence is divine and sacred, a unique and powerful independent force, and at the same time, you are part of it all. Your stories are ancient and eternal, past, present, and future. Be encouraged to take in the truth of the whole of you. Be encouraged to take in the truth of the whole of who you are. Strive to embody the virtues, gifts, wisdom, and powers that rise and reside within you. This is the sacred contract to experience life in a way that causes you to evolve into your best self. Allow each experience to move you through all stages of the triple moon, waxing and waning, flowing with each stage focused on gratitude. You are not alone. And here are the questions you can contemplate on this week. Where in my life am I presently evolving? What is helping me as I grow through this situation? And how can I center myself for love, peace, and joy. Taking a deep breath in here. The last card is one of the master cards in the deck. Priestesses, who are masters. There's a couple of cards that come in that way. And it's funny because last night I was actually reading about this card, and then today it comes in for me for this week. So I'm like, yeah, totally. And, it just totally makes sense. So, ways that you can work with these questions. You can pull cards. You can pull a card for each question that came up for you to contemplate on, to kind of gain more clarity on that. Or you can just write on your journal and just free write and see what comes through for you. But I hope you are excited for this week. Even with all its fieriness, we're still being nourished. A fire can be nourishing, right? When it is grounded and anchored, when it has a purpose, when it drives us in the right direction, it can be very nourishing for us. So let this new beginnings, an Aries season, a new moon, let it bring as much nourishment to you as also the forward movement and the excitement and the passion, right? All of that. All right, my loves, enjoy this week. Happy spring if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Happy new moon in Aries. Take it easy. Breathe. Be in your body. Root down. Make sure you connect to the earth this week to sink into that surge of energy that is coming up as the new plants make their way atop the soil. Receive that surge of energy into your body so that your body can heal and be nourished and get ready. From my heart to yours, until next time. Bye.
Yeah.